看完全新的 G3，今天就跟着我采访 GT 部门的老大 AP， 了解更多 GT3 的背后故事。现在能够在我身边的就是 AP， 就是负责 GT3， 我们称他为 GT3 之父，所有的 GT3 都是经他手去打造的。Hello AP, welcome. I'm so exciting because you are my hero.
Oh,
you built the GT3, the most favorite car in my life. Yes. So now we can see the two brand new GT3 with the touring package and the GT3. Mm-hmm. We know this generation GT3 have more options, more package. We can say it's the most commonized in this generation, right?
I think so, yes. I mean, the 992 first generation was by far the most successful GT3 to date. But we kept talking to our customers because our customers are the ones that are leading us to new options, leading us to new technology, because we want to know exactly what they want to have in their GT3. And it was totally clear they wanted even more lightweight features, they wanted even more racetrack stuff on the car, like transferred from the race cars. And so we have a wide band of options where you can customize your car exactly to your personal need, where you want to enjoy your GT3 most.
So the Chinese customer can build their own dream GT3 once they want it. Yes.
I think so, yes. So times have never been better to customize a GT3. We can have the Weissach package now with the GT3. We used to have it only on RS cars. Now it's available on the standard GT3 as well. You see a lot of carbon on the car. There's lightweight parts in the suspension, which you can't see here right now, but which are working and have a great function, lowering the weight. And talking about weight, the magnesium wheels are another factor. It's more than 10 kilos that you can shave off the weight of an aluminum wheel, which is already light, and it looks spectacular. We have the race tags interior and all these racy bits that help you for this with the race car appearance, but lower the weight at the same time and making it more usable on the track as ever.
Okay, and also we know the suspension is from the GT3 RS.
Yeah, there are some parts on it. We always like to carry over parts from the RS version to the next GT3 base car. We're starting with the engine. It's not only the suspension, it has the camshafts, the hot camshafts of the RS model that give it a lot more driving or high revving up dynamics and higher revolutions, which you need on the racetrack to get maximum power. But there's suspension bits as well. If you look at the control arms, they are shaped like a teardrop. They are aerodynamically active, so they're adding downforce to the front end of the car. And it's always a challenge on a 911 race car to get enough downforce on the front end. Because on the back it's a little bit easier because you've got your wing. But we can't put a wing on top of the trunk lid. So we're always looking for things to make it even better. If it's in the invisible area, all the better.
Okay, could you tell me the figure, how much the downforce increase?
The increase in downforce to the normal Carrera is substantial, substantial. So, but we have about at 200 kilometers per hour, we have about 150 kilos, about depending on which setting you choose on the car additionally. And the faster you go, the more it gets, as a matter of fact.
How about the new generation GT3? Most difficult job to you because every GT3 makes the petrol has exciting. How can you make the new generation let the exciting next level? That's hard.
It has been always a challenge in my team since we're doing the GT cars, because I think we can say that every GT generation was a highlight, and people kept asking, how can you improve on that? And when we began with the GT3 story 25 years ago, we had no competition almost. Not internally and not on the competition side. Now it's different. Everybody wants to have a piece of the cake of the super high performance cars, and this is a driving factor for our development team to be even better and to always find solutions to keep the car as exciting as it is, because GT3 customers want their car light. So we cannot put in electrification. That's at least what we think for that car is not the right way to go. We want a car that is revving and it has a lot of sound and it's 9,000 RPM and that has a race engine, because we use the same engine in our race cars. So no turbos.
Yes.
So, and turbos and electrification both help with emissions, but we can't take that help in that case. So we have to find other solutions. And we did, pure as a race car or a race car alike should be. And come down with the weight and have all the emotion in the car that our customers want from a GT3. So it's not only the engine, it's everything on the car that has to be a little bit better than the one before.
Yeah.
But to be honest, on the 992.2 it was extremely difficult because of the worldwide regulation situation. Because we've got emission laws that are getting stricter and stricter. Just to give you a ballpark, from the 992 first generation to the second generation, especially in China, there are some values on emission that are stricter by 44%. So it's 44% less. And we wanted to keep the engine alive because this is the heart of a GT3. It has to be naturally aspirated. It has to be high revving. And we want at least the same power that we had on the generation before. And the sound, everything. So this is the major challenge, to overcome all the development on the regulation side and still being able to present a car that is more exciting than its predecessor. So it's in general, it's safety laws, it's emissions, it's everything. But I think we like challenges. We only have the same horsepower as we had before, but we think since the 997 RS 4-liter, which everybody should know, that 500 horsepower, around 500 horsepower in a 1450 kilo car topped up with fuel is exactly the sweet spot that we're looking for a GT3. We're not aiming at 700-800 horsepower or even more, because we think 500 and 1400 kilos is exactly what a GT3 feels best like. And we don't need the horsepower to be faster than the others.
I understand. I totally understand, because I'm really afraid to hybrids and more power, but not is the good things to this car.
I mean, on a GT3, quarter mile and top speed values, it's not the party trick of a GT3. A GT3 has a eagerness to go into curves. It has an eagerness to go on the track. It has eagerness to give fun while operating the car, to have the connection between the driver and the machine. As a GT3 driver, you know that you're getting an almost integral part of the system, driving the thing, because you get so much information from everywhere, from the steering, from your seat, from even from the noises. And I always say the car has to have this certain zing factor, you know, when you're on the throttle and you only move a little tiny bit and the car jumps. And this you can only achieve with a race engine without turbos, and that's the way for the GT3. And the ones that are opting for the touring package, they had one big wish. They wanted to have a 4-seater to take their kids along on a sunny Sunday morning, just to go driving for the sake of driving. Because the GT3 is not only a car that is track ready and super cool instrument for doing racing as a hobby, it's a driver's car as well.
Maybe I have a question for you. It's about, we know the car, the power is the same as the dot one. Maybe many people say, no more power? What's the situation?
Like I said, we think with more than 500 horsepower and the weight the car has, we're in the right ballpark for a GT3. So we were not looking for even more power, but we know that the customer always wants some extra from one model to the other. So we lowered the gearing. So on the PDK car and on the manual car, we have about 8% shorter gears than on the predecessor. That gives the car more power between the curves, gives the car a better acceleration through from one corner to the next. And we're really happy with the car. And so we wanted to be careful not to drive it away to a different level. And the GT3 in itself should be as it is right now.
You know, every time I walk late, I drive my GT3, I would say, that's why I work hard. I got this car. That's why I need to
This is exactly what I'm talking about, because I always say a GT3 is healthy. It's good for your health. Because every time you drive it, you get so many positive emotions which are good for your body. You know?
Yes,
because it's just fun to drive it. It's you and the car. It's like a commentary between the car and the man and machine. Even me, after more than 25 years now, it happens to me when I park a GT3 in my garage, and I get out and hear the blistering noises of the exhaust, and I turn around and pat it on the roof. And said, hey, thank you, that was a great ride. And that's all about it. It has a character, and cars have to have a character nowadays. Because it's very easy to make a very fast car that has no character. But we want a car with character.
We talk about the daily drive. Then the Chinese market first launched the touring. We can talk about more touring, because now the touring has the lightweight package. And can you talk about more? And also we can see the new bucket seat. That's nice.
The touring in itself, it started on a 991 version, and we tried that out because we found out that many people want to use the car with this race technology on the normal street, and they don't go to the track that often, and they want to have a car that is elegant and not showing off big wings. And some markets we have a share of maybe 50-50 between a touring and a GT3, which is remarkable, which is really remarkable. And we wanted to do something especially for the customers of the touring as well, because we talk to the customers. So I love to talk to you because you are one. And they said, oh, couldn't we have the possibility to bring the kids on the weekend? Could you make it a 4-seater? And this is exactly what we listened to, but we needed a new bucket seat for that, because with a bucket seat that's not foldable, you can't have access to the rear. So we made a new seat that fits the needs of the track rat that wants to go on a track and race the car. And we needed one that is foldable as well. So we put it in one seat, and we're very happy to be able to offer this option now with the 4-seating. And it looks modern, it's beautiful, and it's comfortable. It gives you all the support you need, and it has this looks that perfectly blend in with this interior of the 992.2.
Yeah, it's really nice. You know, Porsche had the 14 bucket seat in 997. I love that seat. It's really comfortable, and it's amazing. And
it is so important that you can be in the car for long hours without something hurting, without getting uncomfortable, and these seats are perfect exactly for that.
And also we can see the seat can move the things, and for if you want go to the track, the helmet, everything.
This is definitely something we found out whilst talking to our customers that are really using the car on track days. They wear a helmet, and when you wear a helmet, you get in. You have a little bit more need of space behind the head, because the helmet is bigger, so we can take out the headrest to be able to sit upright and to not touch the padding all the time. So with the click of a button, you can just take it out. You can take it out as well on a touring. There's the same seat, so this seat fits both purposes very well.
And also the touring can choose the lightweight package.
This is something that we are especially proud of, because we re-engineered, or we thought about this historical term Leichtbau. Leichtbau means lightweight. It consists of some components that we see as well in the Weissach package of the car with the wing. It has the magnesium wheels, it has carbon fiber stabilizer bars, and a rear shear blade. So there's alone 5 kilo in the suspension that we take off on the lightweight package. So I'd really, if you go touring, opt for the Leichtbau package. You even get a badge saying Leichtbau.
AP, I have a question to you. In my personally, I have already do things maybe you think is crazy. I print the configuration, put in my door. Every time I go out, I would tell to me, I need to buy this car.
You're such a fan.
So this question is, what is your configuration if you choose? What color? What package? To
be perfectly frank with you, the communication specs of each GT3 were greatly influenced by the taste of the team, by my own taste. And for the touring, I love this color. We're here in a studio, we have artificial light. But if you see this green metallic color with the sun shining. It's a lot deeper. It has a lot of depth and it sparkles. Yes. So I really love that spec for the touring.
That also
I would love a dark blue as well. I think a touring always have to have this chrome parts on it, like the frame or the windows or the exhaust. So this maybe would be my spec.
This is your spec.
Yeah,
AP spec.
Yeah, and so I really like how it looks, and it looks just so cool, and it's a wolf in a sheepskin a little bit, so it doesn't show off its performance, and I like that.
Yeah.
On the wing car like this, I'm the same. I love white. This car looks like a Star Wars stormtrooper in a way. It looks aggressive without being aggressive. You know what I mean? It shows a little bit of carbon, but not too much. It's subtle, and I love the golden wheels to the white because it's unusual. It gives the car an own characteristical stance.
Oh, yeah. You talk about the Star Wars. You can talk to the GT3. I'm your father.
I am your father.
很开心，我跟 AP 聊了很多关于这个全新的 GT3，而且大家也可以在明年能够开上2个不同的版本。那今天跟大家分享了关于 GT3 的很多事情，我希望大家能够去近距离去欣赏它，然后也有机会能够驾驶它，感受到来自保时捷对于驾驶的终极的诠释。Thank you, AP. You give me.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful machine.
Thank you. That's rewarding.
Yeah.